Need your carpets or upholstery cleaned fast? Whether it's a spring clean, bond clean, or just wear and tear from the pets and kids, Be Clean NQ is your premier quality carpet, upholstery, rug and mattress cleaning service. They'll go above and beyond to guarantee the best job at the best price. And they're 100% locally owned and operated. Have a chat to the busy bees at Be Clean NQ today. Go to beeclean.com.au because they're not happy until you are.
Yes, well, that one wasn't in the travel brochure. We aim to wrangle the Novacastrians, and we pay homage to our veterans of past and present for Anzac round. Welcome to On the Ranch. Yes, lest we forget. And we want to forget our first try at this. This is round 2, episode 130.1 or .a or 131. I don't know. We've just recorded. This is our second go at this one, thanks to some corruptions.
Yeah, a little...
And not of the political kind.
Weird little glitch.
Weird little glitch.
Glitch in the road.
I'd much prefer a political corruption than what we just went through.
Yeah, this is a sad one.
That was a glitch in the
we
switch.
We experience that every day, but hey.
Yeah, that wasn't great. I am XRBob on Twitter. That guy, this guy here.
Hello, everybody.
Morgan
For the second
Holmes.
time, we're back.
Morgan Holmes Evans. Pistol blazing.
Pistol Pete.
2 guns over there.
Yeah, look, we're back for another go at this. Paint a picture for you guys out there. This is our second time. Everything was great. We had a magical podcast. It was sweet. We were about to upload to the Patreon. Rob was about to go home, cut and do whatever, which not much cutting involved.
Sleep, actually. I was going to
Sleep.
Yeah.
And basically the audio had failed us.
Poorly. Very poorly. That
If,
was... Never had that before.
Never had that
No.
one bit. We could upload the visual for you, and you can lip read if you want. But
That's about all you can do with it.
Maybe that's how we save it. Can we upload it to someone on the web, get them to lip read, and then we can just put out a transcript?
Potentially. Like we said pre-show,
Yeah.
we're going to run it through some AI
Yep.
filtering and just see what comes out.
Yeah, surely we can get something out of it.
Surely.
Yeah.
Stop calling me Shirley.
Yes.
so if you hear us feeling either a bit flat or a bit jovial, and we go off on tangents, it's because we've already done this for 2 hours already,
And it's quarter to 11. It's
quarter to 11
on Wednesday.
Wednesday night.
So it's a double cluster.
The things we do for our ranch hands and our followers and everyone else. So
We could have just gone home and gone to bed.
could have.
Could have.
But that's quitting.
Isn't
Yeah.
it?
That's a quitter's way out. That's an easy way out.
That's not what these guys do.
That's not what cowboys are about. We don't quit.
Wow.
There's no quit in us. You got to believe to belong.
Better together.
Stronger as one.
Yep.
So
Believe along.
bear with us, guys. But like I said, if we do carry on a bit, just know it's take 2.
It's not like I've given up. These are still the zeros. So
Still staying strong.
still the 4x0. Staying alcohol mostly. These are mostly alcohol free.
Well, I don't think you can create a beer that is fully 0%.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think you can, personally. Like, you've still got to have hops and wheat and yeast and everything in it.
They're malted.
Yeah, but Coopers have been selling them in the supermarket since Jesus played fullback for Jerusalem.
Yeah, true.
And they've been 0.005%.
Yeah.
Like, far out, you could eat 5 cherry ripes and blow over instead of
I think
drinking
these
one
are
of them.
about that too.
Could you drive down the street drinking one?
Yeah,
And the cops pulled you over and you're like, nah, zero beer?
yeah.
And they'd be like, yep, happy days. You reckon?
I can't see why they wouldn't.
Yes,
it's
and
no different to drinking a Coke.
But
I'll be
part of it,
nervous.
if you were distracted and had a crash, then you'd still get done because you're technically not supposed to eat or drink anything while you're driving.
Oh.
But you can't.
Oh, hello.
I'm always.
Yeah, so you're not meant to have a 24-pack of nugs on your lap?
Probably not. Probably not.
Whoops.
There's
An
a-
ultimate whopper.
There's a local radio personality who got done for drink driving
Oh.
recently, and
Okay.
I won't name names.
Disappointing.
And my kids listen to that station.
Yep.
And so they heard, the person got done for drink driving. Now, young, naive, not understanding the whole alcohol thing just yet and what it does to you.
Yep.
They know I like a beer, but they go to me, they said, "Oh, is that a bad thing?" I said, "Yeah, you're not allowed to drink and drive. Like it's illegal."
You're a bloody idiot.
Yeah. And they said, "Well, wouldn't you get in trouble?" And I'm like, I have never had a beer while I'm in the car.
Hang on, can I play your kid now?
Yeah.
Dad, come on.
Come on now.
Daddy,
We're family.
Daddy,
No need to lie.
Daddy.
We're all friends here.
Daddy, you lied to me, Daddy.
Mom! Dad's lying.
They're picking me because I'll have a bottle of water in the car,
Vodka.
drinking water, and they've gone drinking and driving.
Yeah.
Thinking I'm going to jail for drinking water in the car.
Oh, poor
Little
little.
do they know it's laced with techies.
Yeah, well, we're not going to that part. That's different. Anyway, the postman this week has delivered some mail for us. And Carsten Brum said after that game that he thinks it's the worst performance Drinky has ever had for the club. Why was he always looking into the crowd when he was behind the sticks? So I did answer that one. I think he was looking at the scoreboard or the shot clock.
SJ was doing it a bit himself.
He
as well.
was. He was counting down the timer, which made no sense because it wasn't towards the end of the game. So I don't know why SJ was doing it, but yeah, Drinky. That's why I think Drinky was looking back. But yeah, he didn't have his best game. He's certainly not his best game, but he's back this week. So
But his best is still... His not best is still better than others, like in terms of the league.
Oh, 100%.
So
Yeah,
he's still played well, but
Yeah.
just wasn't his particular normal fine form.
most of the team isn't at the moment.
I've got the blue and the grey glasses on, but I still rate Drinky in the top 5 of fullbacks in the comp.
Yeah,
When you think of...
you look at every fullback
when
has a
you-
bad game
yeah.
every now and then.
You get Teddy, Turbo, Trell, probably that Dylan Edwards guy.
Yeah.
I still rate Drinky up there in the top 5.
You have a look at how well Reece Walsh is playing right now,
Yeah.
and how everyone's talking about him.
Dick riding.
And Dick riding 100%. In 6 months' time, no one's going to know who Reece Walsh. They will, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It's not
Yep.
going to be in your face like it is now,
Yeah.
unless of course they win every game from here on out. But
And you got to remember, like Thurston, he was the GOAT. He played bad games, but Thurston's bad game, in his eyes, it was still a 7, 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
You're just used to a 10 out of 10 performance from him every time.
yeah,
But when he had a stinker, it was still 3/4 better than the league.
and have a look at his
halfbacks.
success rate. Like at club level, his success rate is only 2 premierships, but really,
Yeah. He carried
over
he
how
carried
long?
a burden of North Queensland for so long.
yeah, that's right. It's just that when he stepped up to representative level,
Turned it on.
I think the win rate up there was pretty high. Part of that, the 10-year dynasty. So
He dominated.
Yeah.
What did he get? Something like 4 Wally Lewis medals?
something
4 or 8
ridiculous
or
like
something.
that. Yeah, just huge.
A rising tide lifts all boats, right? So the better the team's going, the better he'll play.
Yeah.
Because people be on the end of his passes and his kicks and his plays, and it all just comes together and everyone looks good.
If only the tide was rising in the North Atlantic Ocean.
Yes.
1912.
Yes.
We have got a new Patreon this week. His name is Xavier Traeger, and he's signed up
X.
to be part of the crew, Mr. X.
Can we call him Professor X?
We can.
That's good.
Professor
Yeah.
X.
Yep.
I like it. Welcome, Xavier. And he's now the proud owner of not extra episodes, but extra time on episodes and ad-free. We're going to splice in some ads this week.
Gets himself a free drink at Molly's too.
Does.
now.
Gets himself
Yeah.
a free drink at Molly's, thanks to Cole.
Do you think on the footy tips he's going to change his name to Prof with a full stop,
Yes.
short for Professor?
He is
and
now,
then X afterwards.
Because
Yeah.
you're putting that out there.
I hope so. He does.
Yeah, you see Xavier now.
This is all new material too.
That part is, yeah, that part is. We had, during the week, if you had to listen to Power 100, there is a certain member of the crew here who, he threw some brown paper bags out and
He didn't.
bribed his way on top, and
He was asked.
I heard he was waiting outside in the car park.
he was knocking on the door. Archie,
He's pretty much.
Can I come in, please?
sitting on
Archie.
his couch on a Thursday night just watching something with hugs and kisses and gets a text message thrown his way.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you had to listen to Power 100 on, I think it was Friday,
Friday.
you would have heard the one Pistol Pete.
Very good interview. I loved it.
Yeah, you liked it?
Did all right.
Yeah, it was really
No
good.
arms.
No arms.
No arms.
No arms.
No.
You had a few from the host and none from you. Like that's a good win record right there.
I think you asked some good questions. You had some really good answers. I enjoyed it. Good conversation.
Yeah.
Well, not bad.
Yep.
Things to improve on, but yeah.
Hey.
I like to pride myself on no arms. I know I'd slip a couple here and there, but people listening at home, you can know that there's a good interviewee happening if they don't say an arm when asked questions.
It's like an inverse drinking game.
Yep.
Yeah. The longer you go with no arms, like not intentional, the drunker you get.
Yep.
I don't know how that works, but I don't know how the rules for that would work.
Count the arms on, go back to 2015, right, and watch any Michael Morgan interview. Have a drink every time he says arms.
Jeez, you'd be blind with it.
You've done a carton in the 4-minute interview.
Yeah. Most footy players aren't great.
Yeah.
It's the cliche as it gets me.
We're going to get your face and put no arms.
No arms.
And put it on a T-shirt.
No arms.
Maybe next time you just need to do a couple, take it a game at a time. All credit to the boys.
No, don't say that's another podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully we might get another reunion tour.
Oh,
You might ask me again and say, oh well, yeah, let's do it.
we did a bit of ABC last
We
year.
did. Yeah,
Doing a bit of Power 100 this year. And
Boys are blowing up.
blowing up.
blowing up.
At
get
least
a
you
few-
gave me a shout out. Thanks for that.
I did.
And
I
Cole.
did. And Cole. Yes.
Yeah, good shout out to the boys. Rob and Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rob and Cole.
Took it well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good shout
Yeah.
out.
You did a great job.
Not dirty at all, are we?
I kept listening. I'm like, I'm sure I'm coming along at some point. And then Pistols, all right, we'll have a good one. Enjoy your day.
Oh look, he was
No.
wrapping it up. I was getting to ya. I just didn't have a proper break in.
I've got a pretty long name, so it's fair.
Yeah. I just
It's 2 syllables.
Yeah. Need a whole segment for it.
Like Cole, Rob, Morgan. Oh, jeez.
yeah,
Too long.
it's
No,
too
cut him
hard.
off.
Too hard. And you don't want to call you Morgs because people won't know who's Morgs.
Oh, mate, there's only one more.
You're the-
Everyone's going to know.
You're the Fusion Network guy.
Yeah.
He's the hat trick spinner.
Yeah.
The leg wicket bowler. Oh, leg wicket. It's been a long night. The leg spinner wicket bowler.
Speaking of drink driving.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, so maybe next time. Maybe next time if I get a call back.
No doubt at all. Round 7 on Saturday, the 15th of April, has come and gone out of Auckland over at Mount Smart Stadium. 23,695 in attendance. Huge crowd at Mount Smart.
Augie, can you just look this up for me?
Yeah, buddy.
What's the
Capacity.
ground capacity at that
Mount
stadium?
Smart.
I'm saying
I
25,000.
think it's 25 and a half.
Yeah, right.
It's very similar to ours.
23.9.
For sports, it's 30,000. Concerts, 47. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
30,000?
Yeah, 30,000. Yep.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Didn't
No,
think it was that big.
the old Dairy Farmers was like 30 at one
I
stage.
think it was 29,
No.
27.
It was
Before
30.
they put the
Yeah.
seats in on...
I
Easton?
remember seeing 30 at a Broncos game there. And it was like
Yeah.
sardines 30 as well.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The hills, so you can cram them in.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we were talking about old phones before and Nokias and Blackberries and stuff.
On a different podcast.
Were we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a different episode.
Do you know what the original name of Mount Smart Stadium was?
Blackberry Stadium.
I'm going to
No.
say Vodafone.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Eden
not-
Park.
Was it Telecom?
No. It's a phone brand. We'll give you one more.
What, Nokia?
No, not Nokia. Pete?
I'm not going to say
Motorola.
Optus Stadium.
You get
Motorola
closer.
Stadium.
No, it's Ericsson Stadium.
Ericsson.
Oh, wow.
Remember Ericsson?
I do.
I
Yeah.
remember
My dad's got an Ericsson.
Stadium,
Really?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Or had?
No, still has.
It works?
It's a Sony Ericsson. 'Cause Sony, I think
yeah,
Sony
they
bought
did.
them.
Yeah, you're right. There you go. I've not heard of an Ericsson for a very long time.
Do you remember
I used to have one.
You remember Ado when he was at Bright?
I do remember
he's-
Ado.
Well, yeah, he's still at Bright Lake now. But back when he wore short, stubby shorts,
Sadly.
and
yes.
he had the Ericsson phone that would clip to his back,
Yes.
and it was about the size of a brick.
It was.
And it weighed about the size of a brick,
Because
and he
he-
never wore jocks, and those jawstrings weren't exactly
Yeah.
they weren't exactly But they were holding their weight.
But to clarify, he had to have the most rugged, solid brick of a phone because he broke it every. He wasn't. I think he's got a smartphone now because they don't have rugged phones. Yeah. Although he could probably get away with a Nokia 3310, play Snake all day.
Oh, wouldn't that be?
They re-released it, yeah.
They did, eh?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
getting one of those bad
I
boys.
wouldn't mind getting the Nokia 3310 or 30 retro phone. Like that'd be good. That way you can go in. Sign in here. With that.
Yeah. That'll teach them. That'll stick it up you.
That'll stop them.
Check this out. Nokia.
Yeah. This is my phone. Oh, come on, mate. You're taking the piss. Hey, that's my fucking phone, mate.
That's a good one.
So back at Ericsson Stadium, and the Warriors ran out winners. 22 points to 14, 4 tries to the Warriors, with Adam Fanua-Blake getting over in the 3rd minute. That's not good when the opposition scores in the 3rd minute.
Very early.
Not good at all. Edward Corsi.
Corsi.
Josh Curran.
Which is weird because there's...
Yeah.
It must be a New Zealand thing.
Clearly. And Dylan Walker in the 61st, driving it home, which wasn't nice. Sean Johnson, 2 from 4, and 1 from 2 penalty goal. But 3 tries for the Cowboys. Murray Talangi getting over, and 1 denied, which was a bit of a pain. Yeah, but good try, that one. Ruben Cotter in the 37th, and Val Holmes in the 56th. Only 1 from 3 conversions. That wind was a bit wild.
It was blowing left to right, front to back, upside down, swirling at one stage. I think I saw Hurricane Katrina make an appearance.
Yeah, it wasn't far off. The bloody... One of those kicks, I swear, went through the posts.
Yeah, the first conversion, right?
Yeah. Second conversion. Yeah.
First or second.
It took a big hook. It just went
straight
horizontal.
Yeah. And even the commentators who are watching it on a screen from 3,000 Ks away.
Yeah, that's another story. Can we get commentators to go to a game?
Yeah.
Can we stop this studio recording, please? Can we petition this?
It's less than $1,000 to fly them over.
They pay $400 million for rights, and they can't even get an airfare.
Surely even if it is in New Zealand, surely you've got a makeshift crew over there. Like, I know Dan Carter played Union, but surely he knows how to call league. Vittori?
He'd be there.
He'd have a crack.
He'd have a go.
Yeah, he'd have a go. Richie McCaw. Daryl Halligan to be there. Jerry CUC. Get him in the box.
It's got to be better than... And even at local ground, they don't fly up here anymore.
No.
And commentate from the ground. They don't commentate from anywhere but Sydney, and it's in a studio.
Yeah, and it's disgustingly shit. That's what I like about ABC Call Team with Andrew Moore.
Yeah.
Because they do call from a studio even in there, but they will go to each game. So that
if they can get to a game. I mean, if it's at Barlow Park, it might be a bit hard to do. But
no, but they don't do that one. They'll have like Zane Bojack or someone like that up there. They'll have local radio guys that will go to local ground. So Andrew Moore will call...
That's perfect.
2 out of 3 games. So he'll call a Friday night or a Thursday night game. They'll go to that.
Yep.
They'll call a Friday night game, a Saturday and a Sunday. But at the major players. But then you'll have Billy Moore and someone else doing something. Ruan Sims doing a game elsewhere. Like, get people to the games.
Yeah.
Come on. You want attendance coming through the gates? Send your commentators through the gates.
It's not going to cost them much more. I can't understand it. But anyway, there must be a cost thing there or else they wouldn't do it. 10-8 it was at halftime to the Warriors. So a bit of a fall away there for the Cowboys, sadly.
We lost both halves.
Well, Jason Taumalolo doing his knee, which we almost touched on it a bit last week without trying to touch on it, but we did think that he was a bit crook and in some capacity, but he's clearly been carrying that. I think he's been carrying it for longer than that hip drop the other week, and the hip drop might have exacerbated.
Yeah, he hasn't been anywhere near as effective as he used to be.
Does a lot of ball playing now instead of run?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or up until now.
And you know where he takes the hit and then he puts meters on and he's got the guys hanging off him.
He just hasn't had that.
Hasn't been happening lately, and you can kind of tell that there has been something a bit off.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I think the rest of the forward squad can't make up for that.
Well, what was the leading run meters? Even post contact from the highest forward, or even from the forward team.
Highest forward, because Muzz Talangi got the highest.
We're not talking.
They're the easy meters,
We're not talking. You get a kick return for 35 straight before you hit the line. We're talking Gallipoli trenches. Roll the sleeves up. You're doing it. Yeah,
I know Cotter's right up there.
That's a hell of a comparison.
Well, pretty much same.
Cotter's right up there. Sorry, I've scrolled all the way across to tackle efficiency, and I tell you what, Reece Robson 94.8.
Was that our best? Oh, tackle efficiency.
Tackle efficiency, yeah. Not run meters.
Shit, 94 metres from the hooker.
I think
That's
Cotter's
a lot
one
of
off.
scoots from dummy half.
The run meters. So you want what, post contact or actual?
All up meters and PCMs.
So JT actually got the highest run. Ruben Cotter with 166,
Good meters.
and then JT at 136.
Yep. And then
And then we're down to Nanai at 119.
how many in the 100 from the...
And that's it in the 100.
Yeah, right.
The next highest from that is Jermaine Tono Brown and Jack Jetski off the bench.
Well, Jetski was...
JTB off the bench, 82.
Yeah,
Jakey Granville, who was
not high
out
enough.
there from the start, 70.
What's
Yeah.
Cotter?
Cotter
he
was
led at
166.
160.
So he had the highest run.
Yeah,
the highest out of the forwards. The back line's doing all the work.
Especially Jakey G. What a hero.
Muzz 186, Petahiku 120, Val Holmes 154, Felty 89, Drinkwater 126.
Yeah, but they're not Gallipoli trench meters.
I know.
They're easy meters.
I know. Post contact meters.
Actually, some of them probably would have been, actually. In fact, a lot of them would have been.
Post contact meters were 36 for Nanai and then 35 for Cotter.
Yeah, right.
Cotter, my boy.
That's out of your forwards.
But then, you know what? They didn't have to because we were camped in there 20. We had 60-odd tackles inside the 20.
I heard that it was about 80 tackles extra for the Warriors.
Yeah.
They couldn't do anything with it.
But
Credit to their defence. They defended very well.
Great.
A lot of teams would have struggled there. However, again, our fifth tackle options had
Not
issues.
probing, not asking questions.
And I think, for me, that seems to be, I think it's due to the forward pack. Not giving enough space to Chad, Drinky, and Tommy Dearden to make those plays.
Yeah, just seems
Quick
like...
play the ball. Our play the ball is so
Yeah.
damn slow.
Yeah, it has been, yeah.
We're losing the ruck wrestle
Yeah, you just get
in
that...
attack and defence. Sorry, I'd keep going on, but
You get that ball a second or half a second earlier to Chad.
yeah.
He then gets that ball half a second to Nanai. Nanai was through 3 gaps.
Yeah.
And he just gets chopped down just in time for cover defence. There's a hat-trick. Nanai scores a hat-trick if the ball is anywhere from 0.5 to 0.7 seconds quicker to him. He scores 3.
Keep in mind, I'm
Untouched 3 as well.
not knocking our effort and players. For me, it's more about we've had so much change. We've got so many injuries at the moment. McLean's been out for a while. Tamo's done his foot. Obviously, Lolo's got a bodgy knee.
Lukey's now injured.
Lukey's now out for a bit.
We can't get Luciano until after Magic Round.
That's right. We've had that much change in that middle third that we need some consistency there. We need the injuries have killed us.
Which then brings continuity into the side. So you've got people are hanging Felty out to dry, and I want to.
Now they're hanging Pat out to dry.
Yeah, I want to defend those 2 boys for a sec as well because
It's not their fault.
if the continuity isn't great because you're constantly changing your middles and everything, if that second rower isn't being pushed by that front rower to just go a bit more, then Felty can stay on his wing.
Yep.
But here's the question I ask you guys. Do you want to see him jam in to try and stop a play? And he usually does it 70% of the time. And if it doesn't work out, hopefully his centres or his cover defence will sweep around and out the back and nullify it. Or do you want to see him hold off and then have a 3-on-1 train ran on him where there's no chance of stopping it?
There's no way you can win when it's a 3-on-1 overlap regardless, and you're inside 2 or 3 guys who have been caught up making up for the middle third who have been slow back to their mark. It's like a cascade, like a domino effect. When the middle third aren't getting back quick enough, they're not making the tackles and they're missing 1,000 tackles. So that's another thing. your outside backs and your wingers are going to struggle.
Yes.
They have to come in, and you're right. People are bagging Felt for jamming in. He has to put pressure on the man with the ball to force him into a decision. If he just sits back and waits, those guys can do whatever they want. And you watch any other game, the winger will jam in.
And if he holds it, they can run the ball to the line for 20 extra meters now.
Yeah.
Get the play the ball fast, and then score down Murray Talangi's wing. Like, it's no different, guys. So just keep that in mind. Like, there has been we've played 24, 25 players in 7 rounds. We played 23 for the whole of last year.
Yeah.
So communication and continuity, and some of these are debutants, some of these are first timers in Cowboy colours. So it's a learning system. Just be patient.
And Chester is the standout in that. Like, you're going to have it stand out Jam, who has a blinder of a debut in a couple of games. So the fact that Chester has come out and killed it at fullback while he was standing in for Drinkwater.
Oh, why isn't he getting full 80 minutes?
You can't hold that up as a thing. Chester still had issues in defence. He was still letting tries in. He was still out of position in a few areas. So, he's don't get me wrong. He's a great attacking player,
And he will be great in the future, I'm sure.
I think he's a future fullback. If not for us, then clearly, we're probably going to lose him.
Hope not.
But I hope not as well. You could play the North Queenslander card and get rid of Drinkwater and bring Chester in.
I don't think that would happen.
I don't think so
keep him
either.
drinking.
And I'd never do that to my Scotty Drink.
God, no. Drinking, no.
God, no. But if it comes down to it, you stick with the homegrown boy.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. Scotty Drink said after the Parramatta, not the Parramatta, the Sharks final, and then, and he's getting interviewed by Channel 9 and all that. He goes, I just love this. You know what? I'm not a North Queenslander. I am a New South Welshman. But fuck, I love North Queensland, and I love the people, and I love the players, and I love this club. Like, he's basically adopted.
Yeah, bring him in. He's good. He's good.
I hit him up about wearing a Queensland jersey one time. Like, hey, look, things penny. He said, nah, I'm a blue.
Yeah.
But I love North Queensland.
There's limits. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so a few notes we made. Fundamentals killing us. So I noticed a couple of tackles where the guys are still trying to grab up high. They're not going for legs or...
Oh, but why?
Yeah,
but if you go for legs and something happens in a split system, you're getting 10 in the bin for a hip drop, and it's not even a hip drop.
Yeah.
It's just a good legs tackle.
But we got fended off 3 times trying to make a tackle around the shoulders as well, so... Yeah. 6 1/2 doesn't. It should never come to that anyway. There should be multiple people in the tackle, and again, that comes down to for me, I think it's coming down to the forward pack not getting back.
But our speed is so bad.
Platform.
Yeah,
on defence we're slow, or attack we're slow. They make 60, 80 metres of us in a set.
Yeah.
We're getting like 30.
For the first 20 minutes or so, the line speed was fine, and then it just drops off.
Yeah.
Real quick.
We just don't seem to be attacking anything.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it's great that Muzz is back in, because he actually seems to really have some speed about him still, and he's sort of kind of looking for that attacking option.
Yeah, that's right.
But you can't start so far back out.
Yeah, I don't know. But I said, line speed. You put defensive pressure on the opposition. You get field position, but you're right, Morgs. It's just not there.
Well, I think you're blaming me and Hendo because we tipped the Warriors.
Yeah, that's not right.
Morgs, you on me on this one?
Oh, I'm with you, buddy.
Yeah,
that's not right.
Now, your exact note, you tipped Warriors, which means you didn't believe, so now you can't belong. Thanks for that.
That's
similar
true.
to the dad in Elf, not believing in Santa and the sleigh wouldn't fly.
Not a truer word has been spoken on this podcast.
Look, it's when it comes to, I've said it before, when it comes to tipping, all emotion aside.
I want a point, and I'm going to throw my team under the bus.
Because the guy's on 102.
Better together.
Better together, stronger as one.
Believe, belong.
Believe.
Well,
you're basically that grumpy dad from Elf when he had visual perfection in front of him saying, Santa is real, but no, I'm not going to believe me son here.
Yeah, but I was right, wasn't I?
Yeah, but only because you didn't believe.
Because I was right.
It's called a hollow victory.
Because if you believed and actually
Hollow
tipped them,
victory.
Yeah.
then Ruben would have listened to this on the pod on the way over and went, yeah, let's do it for Rob. He believes.
Yeah, probably.
But you basically shut in his face.
Shat in his face.
Yep. And you turned your back.
Player points this week, and the 3-2 ones. We're going to hand these bad boys out. We disagreed a little bit with probably the guys on the Stampede, if anything else. A lot of the guys there gave points to Murray Talangi, and don't get me wrong, he certainly had a pretty good game, but for me it was about involvement. And while Muzz did have his 3 lane breaks, and he did play well, and the try, and he had one denied for half a foot. For me, it was about involvement in the game. So, yeah, I gave 3 points to the jet ski. He was in just about every freaking play. The bloke was there. And that glorious mullet.
Flowing.
It was flowing. It was beautiful.
You need that flowing this
It's
week.
just like a jet. You reckon he owns a jet ski?
Oh, look, I reckon
The jet ski own a jet ski.
I reckon he's got a good horsepower Sea-Doo somewhere.
Jesus.
I'm not fluent in my
No.
jet ski operations,
No.
but I don't know, is a 45,000 horsepower Sea-Doo good? If
lot
it
of horses.
is,
45,000
It's a lot of horses, Pete.
horsepower.
I'm going to say it's
Holy
pretty.
shit.
I'm going to say it's pretty damn
Hey, that's
great.
the Nimitz aircraft carrier, mate.
It's going to get you over the island pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Glides across the crests.
Nuclear powered.
2 points I sent over to Jakey G, who is, for the guy who's probably the oldest, close to the oldest guy on the team, it'd be between him and Felty, wouldn't it? And maybe Pet.
Macca?
Yeah, no, I think Macca's younger.
I think Jake would be the oldest.
He'd certainly be up there.
I think he might be.
I think, yeah.
Look, build him a statue.
I'm gonna go on a women's. Hey, he's the oldest.
I'm going to give him 2 points, and I'm going to campaign to get him a statue built
Great idea.
Yeah.
somewhere around QCB.
Do you reckon
JT on one side and Jakey at the other?
Jakey? So we're going to bypass. Let me just put this in perspective, okay?
Right.
So you're going to get Jakey a statue, right?
Yeah.
And no discredit to that. 'cause
People's
I
champion.
think he deserves it. He's the people's, champion. Even put a title belt on him. Matt Bowen, Matt Singh,
Yeah.
Matt Scott,
Yeah.
Triple M, Paul Bowman,
Yeah.
even Josh Hannay, Paul Green,
Yeah.
the greater Laurie Spina,
Make them all.
Peter Jones,
We find a bronze dealer
John
in Townsville.
Buttigieg,
Yeah.
Morgo.
Morgo,
Yeah.
hell, even Carl Webb and Luke O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe not Luke O'Donnell.
Maybe not Luke O'Donnell, but maybe.
Rahihi.
Rahihi, Willie Tonga. And we're going to go Jake Granville straight to the top. Look, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I just don't think the club and sculpture architects are going to go
Yeah, but if the public,
Granville after Thurston.
but if the public wants it,
Yeah, we demand it. And it'd be great
we
for
demand
kids.
it.
He's a bit
Look,
shorter.
No disrespect to all those fantastic players that you've mentioned, but yeah, he is much smaller.
Grey
That's
hair.
That's a lot less bronze that you need.
Yep.
Punching above his weight.
Punching it well above.
Yeah.
And you can't make it out of copper.
Look, if they're not going to do it,
Nah, copper's way too expensive
It's
these
way-
days. You got to go bronze.
go,
Although,
yeah.
I got a pretty good idea where you could get something. Like.
Some, what is it, tin and zinc or some shit that you just have to weld together.
Yeah, can't be too hard.
If they don't make one, do you think on the ranch could go one better and do a portable wheel-in one like what Scotty Minto has with Sportsbet?
I think we need to make that happen. Yeah.
I'm down for it.
Okay, so all you fabricators out there that know someone that knows someone else, or you might know how to do something, get your welders, get your oxys. We need a Jake Granville portable statue to wheel in an hour after gates open at each stadium, so that way we've got the crowd there for a Thurston photo on the statue.
Perfect.
Hey guys, you're forgetting about number fucking 14 for the Cowboys here, Jakey G.
Yep. You only play to start as a fullback and a forward.
Yeah, started since I think 70s, like in the modern NRL era, yeah.
Yeah,
But they
not
just
talking pre-NRL.
They just did whatever they did back then, ate pies and KB bitter before they ran on the field.
100%.
Yeah, the only modern day player to start
That's an
as a
effort.
fullback and as a front row forward.
Don't think there's a position he hasn't played.
Or let's count him up, Rob.
That's not.
He's played fullback. He's played wing. He's filled in at centre. He played
in the halves.
Not for Cowboys. I think he played 6 for Wynnum Manly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we got to get him a 5'8" then halfback gig.
Done.
Because he's played prop, he's played hooker,
All
he's
right.
played second row,
Played
lock,
Someone go and hobble Dearden.
he's played bench.
His tackling this year has been amazing, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just from the
Snapping.
Dallas Johnson style of tackle without the concussions.
It seems every week he's just lining someone up for a big hit.
Yeah.
Wearing the Dallas Johnson headband of courage too, just quietly.
Doesn't hurt. Val Holmes, I gave, back to the points. Val Holmes, I gave 1 point. Some good run backs, and the dude plays with some heart. I don't know where the dude came from, probably because it's getting late, but yeah. I'm going to call him the dude from now on. I'm not. I'll totally forget that I actually said that.
I'll go next because I've just quickly got to duck away. And Morgs, I hope your points, if you can make your points last at least 3 minutes, it'll be fantastic.
I'll try.
All right, pistol hook in.
All right, I've got Jakey G for 3. Front rower. Carved up, snapped. Probably, he just had tenacity all night long. 2 points, I had our main man, Reuben Cotter. Came on, played 66 straight. Did the damn thing, crowded spark, and 1 point, I actually went Tommy Dearden. He sweeps around the ruck, he's playing both sides of the field, bit of eyes up. I think they are telegraphing that Dearden to Val ball.
Yeah.
Teams are cluing into that.
I watched some video.
But watching what Dearden's doing, he's actually now trying to link up on the other side too. So watch that boy. I think big things are ahead.
Cool beans. All right, Morgan, we have to stretch this one out.
Cool, dude. All right.
Cool, dude.
So I went a little bit different. I've
Yo.
gone for 3 points. We'll start with 3. So I've gone Cotter.
Maximum points.
Maximum points. I reckon Cotter had the most real meters of the game. Not the easy ones out the wing where you get a nice little pass or a little kick return. He was in the trenches, making real meters. He got the try, which was, I think, was a beautiful little play. His hit-ups and tackle breaks were fantastic. He was basically across everything on offense and defense. Big fan. He's just kicking goals. Number 2, I've gone...
He doesn't kick goals.
He could. I'd like to see it.
I'd like to see it.
I'd like to see it.
I reckon next time Val misses like 1 or 2, just
Chuck
line
him
up
in.
Cotter.
Line him in, especially if it's in front of a post. It's Cotter. He can just chip one over.
Do it from the sideline.
You reckon he's got the swing?
I reckon he'd bend it.
Well, he could actually determine the way the wind's blowing by the hair. So he could have been MVP
If he has the hair.
over in Mount Smart.
If the hair... Okay, so if the wind's coming that way, the hair pushes that way.
Yeah.
It lines him up on that
Little
side.
trigonometry.
On the side of the ball, so it goes into the wind. Yeah, you're right.
It's a built-in windsock. I think it's fantastic. He could do it.
Okay.
For 2 points, I'm going to ignore the offside because
What
I'm not
offside?
going to say
What offside?
it was him. It was more of the slow line speed of the team. But we're going to go Hiku. I thought he continually has a good game. He's good on defence. I think ever since he's joined the team, the defence has got so much better. It's great to have him back in the lineup.
After everyone's bagged him out.
After everyone's back in it, I'm sticking strong with Hiku. For 2, 1, I've gone with you guys. Jakey G, perennial all-star, having a great season, big hits. He just seems to be leaving it all on the field this season, so I hope he continues that up. I've done a couple little special moments. One, I thought he didn't have the world's bestest game, but the kick from Drink to Vow, I thought was epic. It was just a fantastic play. Heads up jungle ball, which is what we're after. And the bounce pass from Granville to Hiku, I thought that was an awesome take. So that went into Muzz in the corner. So I thought that was a fantastic play. And the final note I've got here is it's so good to have Talangi back. We need his attack.
Sugar glider.
And I think he's going to only score more tries this year.
Get on him for any time.
Yeah, I think he's a great bet.
Would you say that Muzz Talung would be your favourite Cowboy?
I do ponder this. I think he's probably up there. I mean, I've always been Felty, so it's always been Felt number 1. I think Felt's got number one.
Number 2 in the field, number 1 in your heart.
Number 1 in my heart. Whenever happens with Felt, I reckon Muzz will be elevated to 1. I think he's the second.
Yeah.
He's one. He's
Yeah.
definitely last year he was my favourite.
And then after that, Dearden. I'm a big Dearden fan.
He's got a lot of heart, the little fella.
And when he stood up in Origin
Yeah.
at Suncorp, I was like, man, this kid is bloody good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say that. I'd say Felty, Muzz, Dearden. I'm happy to switch around Muzz and Dearden.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe Dearden and Muzz.
There's a lot to like.
Because each week you dick ride Muzz so much.
Oh, mate, while he's been out, I've been lost. No, I'm a huge Muzz fan. Like he's fantastic, and he's like Jakey G. He has the big tackles on defence too. Remember last year, almost every single game he'd have one big hit where he'd line someone up on the wing and just take them.
Yeah.
So like, never forget. He's got it both sides.
Hopefully we see more of it this year.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
All right, well, that's our points. And we'll move on to the round 8 preview. And this one is up against the Knights this Saturday, the 22nd, at QCB Stadium. We're back home. Cowboys currently $1.80 up against the Knights at $2.02. The halves and backs, or the back line: Scotty Drinkwater, Kyle Felt, Val Holmes, Peter Hiku, Murray Talangi, Tom Dearden, and Chad Townsend. No changes there. At least we know that part's solid.
Well, that's continuity.
I do like that.
I
touch
like
wood.
that. That's my word of the night. All of
Continuity.
A sudden. Yeah.
I thought it was charcuterie. Very similar.
You know, I cannot say that.
Interchangeable.
Jordan McLean is starting at number 8. Reece Robson as hooker, as usual. The old reliable Reece Robson. I shouldn't say that. I don't want to put the mocker on any player. I'm touching wood as much as I can here.
No, they're already talking about Origin talk of just Cook and Appy, and Robbo's dropped out complete. I don't know what the hell those selectors are looking at.
Because it's if the Cowboys weren't sitting at in
trues.
15th, 16th, then it wouldn't be an issue. But
Yeah,
Cohen,
but Appy sitting
True.
dead last.
yeah, true. But he's because they went
The
so well last year.
incumbent,
Although Reece went so well last year. I don't know. You know what they're like.
Yeah,
Hopeless. Especially in New South Wales. They don't get Origin.
no.
Cohen Hess is at number 10. The Jet Ski is at number 11. Jeremiah Nanai at 12. And Ruben Cotter starting at lock. The 13. Pulls on the 13 jumper. Tommy Chester, Jake Granville, JTB, and Mitch Dunn off the bench. I think that's the same as last week, yeah? Or at least
Subject to change.
Subject to
because
changes.
we had Tamalolo, so we had another player playing on the bench.
Riley Price was 18th man, wasn't he? Cotter came off the bench.
Oh, no, because they had a reshuffle.
Yeah, because they shuffled it around. And
They shuffled.
Because Jet Ski's in. So,
Who's in for Lolo then?
This week,
Yeah.
Cotter's starting at lock.
Yeah.
McLean is
Oh,
at 8.
McLean, that's right. Yeah, you said McLean's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mistake.
Because Cohen's starting at
Yeah,
12.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I missed that part.
Yeah. So, again, another shuffle in the forward pack there. But, look, it's a solid lineup. There's talent there, but they just need that communication and play a few games together. And
Massive fan of McLean back.
Mm.
You know, like, I know people, he's slow, he's this and that. The bloke truck's nut, man. He does 160 metres plus and doesn't look like he's ran for 80.
he's control C, control V of James
Yep.
Tarmo.
He just trucks
In 2015.
it. He trunges forward. And you know what he doesn't do, Morgs? He doesn't miss tackles.
Yep.
Like, just...
Doesn't drop the ball either.
Yeah.
Just glue. Just glue in the field. In my opinion, I reckon he's the backstage locker room leader, in all honesty.
I'd say he comes across as
Yep.
someone
he's
they
so-
hold to.
Well, the guy can hunt, so if you disagree, you're in a hole.
He's so consistent, though, also, that he does it week in, week out, and you don't really notice it because he's
Yeah.
just doing his thing.
Yeah,
He
that's
doesn't.
right.
He doesn't poll points
Yeah.
here. He doesn't poll points in the Dally M's. But geez, he's just Mr. Reliable.
Just does his job.
Mr. Reliable.
That's what we need everyone to do. The Knights.
Hang on, who? So who's 18th, 19th? Is there anyone on there that might be my my Peter Holler of the Cowboys?
Super talent waiting in the wings. Riley Price is at 18, Ben Hampton at 19,
Oh, I like those two.
Brendan Elliott at 20, and Dan
Oh, Sandrugu.
Sandrugu is in.
So he's still hunting
jumper
around
21.
the side. He's still hunting.
Of course he's there. People are begging for him to get a game.
I'd even like to see him as 18th man, to be honest, just so that he gets more first grade experience in lineup and knowing what game day is all about and all that sort of stuff.
Yes,
I'm a massive Sandrugu fan.
Yes and no. Touchwood, we don't. Not to knock him, but I kind of hope he doesn't get a game because we need our first. We need that regular squad and that consistency.
Correct.
If we're still struggling towards the end of the year,
No finals chances, what you're saying?
yeah,
chuck him in.
Start throwing him in. Start throwing in all these waiting in the wings guys just to give them some game, blood them, give them some game time.
So you're talking if Cowboys had no chance of making the 8 at all, like not even mathematical, and you know how much I like the mathematical word,
Yeah,
play Rob Darby instead of Muzz or Felt,
Yes.
play Mossa Drakey instead of the other,
yep,
play Sandrugu,
yep.
play Chester instead of Drinky. You still need experience. Still need to have them.
You do.
But if there's no chance, why not for 4 or 5 games together?
Yeah, give them that feel of top grade.
Yeah.
Of top. By all reports, having never played it, going from Q Cup to NRL, it's a hell of a step. Like it's not just it's slightly more intense this week. It is a jump in speed, ability, everything. So having that, the debut game, there's a lot of nerves with them. They generally, Chester aside, they generally don't go 100%. Riley Price aside as well. Actually, he debuted pretty well. But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think you need to blood the players is what I'm trying to get at. Give them that first grade experience so that next year, because there will be some squad changes next year because a few players off contract at the end of this year, they've got a few games under their belt and they can hit the ground running. Yep. Maybe have a better preseason. I don't think we've had a good preseason this year.
I think this year's preseason was a lot interrupted as well.
That's what I mean.
That World Cup and everything, and every other club had players representing, but
we had a lot.
We did have a lot. And people, but there's only 6 kangaroos. Yeah, well, we had 6 kangaroos. We had about 3 Tongans, 2 Samoans, a couple of Kiwis. All of a sudden, your top 17 have all played World Cup.
And then I think our preseason was a little underdone after that as well. Whether we did the right or wrong thing, I don't know. And I think I said it a couple of weeks ago when Griff and Hampton were in the room. And they said the preseason wasn't as intense as the last year. So it had me a bit worried. And I think, part of that was coming back from World Cup. They didn't get smashed as much. It's sort of showing a bit now. But again, coupled with the injuries and the change-ups in the squads, it's a bit of a perfect storm.
Do you think Dean Young, the defensive coach, do you think he secretly has signed with St. George to take over Anthony Griffin's head coach role? And he's not putting the players through the ringer as much as he did last year?
Oh, I don't know.
I doubt that'd ever be. That's a tinfoil hat conspiracy, guys. Don't fucking read into that.
I did hear that they were interested in him, though, potentially.
Oh, there's a few that would be.
So,
well, he's a former Dragon player as well, so he's got ties to the club.
I can't remember where I heard or read that his name was thrown about as taking over at maybe Dragons. So yeah,
I reckon.
But I can't see. I don't think he would.
I reckon it's
very unprofessional to bloody
poison chalice. I think if you take on a Tigers at the moment anyway, Tigers, Dragons, even Broncos would be a poison chalice to take, even though they're doing good at the moment, but it'll come sliding down. And even Manly, Seabold's doing okay, but he only has to go on 3 games of losses and they will turn.
Yeah. Yep.
There's a few poison chalices there that but we digress. Knights team list.
No, it's Taylor's, yeah. I could go on about the Broncos, but I won't. Lachlan Miller in fullback. Dominic Young, he's a big fella up against Kyle Felt. In number 2, Dane Gagai, Bradman Best, and Greg Margie. I think you'll find that Greg Margie will be up against Kyle Felt.
No, it could be.
Because
I would
it's
have
two,
thought
it's
Dom
two on,
Young. Oh,
two
yeah,
on
it is,
5, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
With that, and I hope it doesn't happen this week, but here's a little punt for everyone at home.
Yeah, all right.
Marzu anytime try scorer.
He seems to find the line, doesn't he?
Marzu to finish top 3 in whichever horse race he's running in. I haven't had Randwick hasn't popped up yet on the open markets. But
Oh, no.
look at Marzu and Marzu.
Yeah, that's a good multi there. Caleb Ponga starting at 5'8".
Yeah, right.
I think that
He's back.
I think that plays good for us.
I don't know.
Roxall Diamonds, he's a Roxall Diamonds
Yeah,
player,
buddy.
and I've always said that.
But he's also a game winner and a game breaker. And, you know, Origin last year, he played more minutes for Queensland than he did for Newcastle in the whole season.
Yeah.
Yes.
But watch him set up 4, score to himself. Like, it'll just be a game where it'll be, all eyes are on a Ponga experience. I hope it doesn't happen. I just hope he plays 80 straight minutes.
Jackson Hastings in at halfback. Daniel Safi, Phoenix Crossland, Leo Thompson, Tyson Frizzell, Lachlan Fitzgibbon, and Kurt Mann. None of those guys are small.
You know what I don't mind about Kurt Mann? He's a Queenslander, and he's actually not a bad player.
Oh, yeah. He's great. Off the bench, Tyson Gamble, Jacob Safidi, Matt Croker, and Jack Hetherington. So Gamble responsibly in 14th.
Makes me laugh every time. Tyson Gamble responsibly.
Yeah. I have a feeling he doesn't.
I actually don't think he punts.
You reckon?
No.
I reckon... I should keep
It'd be
my
a good
opinions to
one
myself. I've got
for
nothing
a,
nice to say about Tyson Gamble.
Good
So.
one for a sponsorship after his career's done.
Yeah.
Would be.
Who's the fullback there? Just click on his icon.
Lachlan Miller.
Lachlan Miller. Now, looking at him, do you think it's the same Miller that starred in that hit movie Meet the Millers or We Are the Millers?
I think
or
it's
whatever?
We're the Millers,
We're
yeah.
the Millers, yeah. Looks like that same bloke that got a spider bite on his nutsack.
You guys are getting paid. He's got the same surname.
It's basically the same guy.
It's basically him. It's not even basically.
Pretty much him.
You know what? I don't see it.
I just hope that Todd Payton hasn't done all his research on a Hollywood actor instead of a fullback this week.
He spent all his time on Netflix instead of watching tape.
We're playing this Miller's guy this week.
He's quite terrible. We can beat him.
Yeah, take out a spider with you.
Hey, Bowie, who's this guy? I didn't prepare for this guy.
Yes, well, that is round 8 at QCB Stadium at 7:35 p.m. Get on down, get on board, go the Gear Boys.
Go the cows. The only good thing about this week, jet ski, Granville, Cotter,
Muzz.
not quite Muzz, Nanai if he lets his ratty out,
Oh,
Chester,
yeah.
Jakey G. There's 6 of us with long hair.
Pistol.
I'm actually probably not even going to make the top 30, even 60. Even if they had a top 90 of first grade, I don't think I'm making that. Oh, with heart, I might
come on.
Oh, look,
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I'm probably player 31 in the top 30 squad as boy and the boys and all that sort of shit. Like I'd be up there.
Yeah.
They'd probably have the shits with me after one session, but
Just
fuck 'em.
one?
You know,
Halfway through the
halfway
first.
through the
Yeah.
first, yeah.
I need to tackle him back.
Yeah, like a boss. Those 6, all long hair.
Yeah.
Let it free.
Make
Gain
sure
an
it's
advantage.
make sure it's down below the jersey line.
Hell, put extensions in this week, guys. Get your Mrs. Straightening Iron out. Make it long.
You know those the multicolored, like rainbow looking extensions. Put them in.
Well, look, you represent. Well, you're not going to be discriminated about.
Exactly. Well, we're not playing Manly, so we'll be right.
No, well, this is true.
That's what we should do when we're playing Manly.
Oh,
Intimidate.
They'll run the other way.
yeah. Intimidation.
Yes.
All right, news this week. The Cowboys girls, ladies,
Lady Cowboys.
women's, the NRLW,
They are the Cowboys, though, aren't they?
they are.
They are. Yep.
So it's
I'm a fan of it because you know what?
that identity.
If you're out west wrangling steers,
Yeah, they still call them Cowboys.
gender doesn't matter when you're in the bunkhouse.
No one gives a shit.
You're a cowboy.
Oh, hang on. What's a Jillaroo?
Like a jackaroo.
Yeah, like a jackaroo.
How's a Jackaroo changed from a cowboy?
I have no idea.
That's just, I don't know.
I don't know either.
You're going to have to consult.
Yeah,
I would have thought Mr. Country Music would know that.
Yes. Pete, we're looking at you.
It's just a gender for toilets out west.
Yeah, okay. Oh, mate, I don't think you get gender toilets out west. You get a hole.
Well, you do get a hole,
Yeah.
but you also, at the end of the day, they're all cowboys.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, the Cowboys have signed Kira Dibb
Premiership winning half.
and Origin, New South Wales Origin incumbent.
Oh, another blue comes.
Sadly, a
north.
blue, yeah. A bit of surprise that she's actually coming up here, but
Oh, good on her.
it's happening.
Looking like a good team ahead.
What a spine.
And leaving Newcastle Premiers as well.
Yeah.
To join a, would you say a foundation club? Haven't played NRLW yet.
I don't know if foundation's the right word.
Yeah,
They're not-
Well, they
they're
haven't
not a
played NRLW.
fledgling club. We're just getting off the ground.
Foundation. How
Startup.
do you start a club without foundations?
I think the foundation is the league, though. This is a startup club. It's a new startup. It's a new startup.
Anyway,
Oh, so was Wally Lewis a foundation player for the Broncos in '88? Well, Broncos did start in
No.
'88.
and that was their first one.
that
Yeah,
was-
see,
so probably, yeah.
fledgling. I'm going to go with fledgling.
I'm wrong. I'll put my hand up.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, you only get that once ever.
Yeah, thanks for that. Oh, yeah, you're right there.
I've wasted it in round 7.
Just quickly, I had something sent to us. Match review charges, rounds 1 to 7 in 2023. Actually, I'll start with 2022. Match review charges, 41 over 7 rounds with a maximum of 9.
Match review charges.
Yeah,
So you're talking
match review committee charges. So
head highs or foul tackles and
stuff found, or referred to the match
you've
review committee.
elbowed the bloke off ball that
Yep.
we didn't see live and all that.
Stuff like that, yeah. And I think anything put on report goes to the match review committee.
Yeah,
You'd think
it
so.
does, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
41 in 2022.
Mm.
Hazard a guess what we're up to in 2023 after 7 rounds. 41 in 2022 after 7 rounds.
Well, I saw a stat about sin bins the other day about 44 sin bins already. So I'm going to say there's at least 44. I don't know,
You'd be right there.
60?
It's higher. 73.
73.
73.
Almost
with
double.
With a top of 18, minimum of 8 in a round.
That's a lot. 18 people.
That's
What
a, that's
are they
a lot.
looking at? What are they looking at?
There's not that much foul play to be, 80% higher than last year.
I'm all for keeping things safe and all that, but
To a point.
this game has gone for 120 years.
Yeah.
And yes, there's been some barbaric instances from get-go to 50s to 70s to even in the mid-90s and 2000s. There's been some heavy shit happening.
Oh, but there's most certainly a crackdown at the start of this year on a few things.
But can we put the lawyers in the room where they belong and understand that you played this game? I'm all for safety and I'm all for it, and that whole badge of honour of being concussed and running back out on the field and all that. Stop that by all means. Bloody oath. Listen to the Mark Carroll stuff. Like, you don't want to see that in 20 years with all the heroes that we're looking up to now. But can we at least just get back to a bit of football?
I think
Can we have a bit of common sense? Like, is cricket going to ban bouncers in 2 years?
I think if that total was 50, 55, it might be acceptable. compared to last year at 41, something
Yeah.
like that. But 73, like that's
Almost double.
And
Like
they can't
in the
all-
scheme of thing, it's almost double.
They
well, it
can't all
could
be
be
head.
this round. The rate it's going.
Yeah.
After this round, it will be double.
They can't all be head. Like, it's all niggly.
Oh, it's the hip
Like-
drop. It's the pulling the hair. It's
Yeah, but
the little bit of foul play, but foul play is going to be called regardless.
there was a play last year where Luciano's gone through the line, and old mate has literally just pulled the ponytail. Like that's the only thing
Yeah.
you could grab. Like I'm
Yep.
grabbing that, and he's gone. That is a penalty.
Yeah.
But when your hair's hanging halfway down the back,
Frizzell had more.
and Frizzell is grabbing the jersey,
He had more jersey than hair.
yeah, and you're gonna match review that as well. Like, come on.
I think pretty sure they got dropped.
I
I don't know if he
I don't
was
know.
playing, but
His
I mean,
name.
he
Yeah.
probably doesn't have carryover or anything.
But all these hip drops, like, yes, it's not a good
Tyson
looking,
Frizzell doesn't have a carryover.
and you don't want to see someone breaking their back on a bloke's knee and dragging them down. But if you're making a legs tackle or whatever, and you got to remember, if this is in the heat of the moment and it is fast paced,
Full speed.
full speed, what are you going to do? Oh shit, hang on, I'll just let go here and try and get another grip around the ankles. Like, mate, that bloke, the horse is bolted. He's just made another 30 metres down. Can we, if you're going to charge people, can we charge it in proper game time speed
Yeah, full speed
instead
with a
of
bit of common sense.
oh, he had time to pull out of this. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
No.
I'm all for the safety, but come on, common sense, guys.
Tipping comp. The main tipping comp for after round 7 has Trax OTR. Our newest Patreon member is now leading.
Professor X.
Professor X is now leading the main tipping comp. He is on 49 points. He's used all 3 jokers. And he is 2 margin points, not actual tipping points, margin points only, ahead of You Should See the View Up Here, who's currently in second place. Those guys have both used up their jokers. Hessen Dearden, it's Guy Love, is in third place on 41 points. Red Hot Richie, Chatty Daddy 23, Lemitch, Fradog, iBirds the Word, and Twatty 70, all on 39 points, all equal fourth.
Shout out to
Basically.
Frad Dog just on that one.
Yeah,
I
Fradog.
met him the other week with the Dolphins game, and I sit next to Hendo.
Yeah.
He wasn't there. I had his seats, but he's in part of the open end. Is that the northern end?
Yep.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
That Cowboy Brigade Supporters Club.
Yeah, right.
So him and his missus are in that.
Yeah.
Do the chants and all that. Can't hear you from the other end, Fradog, so you might need to work on that esophagus and lung display.
In 10th place, or equal 10th, if you just go on tipping points, on 38 points is Village Missing an Idiot, 60 nanoing it. Mr. T and Murdoch, Pistol Lover 997. And
Whoever that is, guy or girl, love you. Call me. And you know what? I'll shout you a beer next time we see each other.
JJ86 is in, equal 10th, but if you take actually equal 9th, including margin, both on 38. Pistol Lover 997 and JJ86, both on 38 points and 71 margin. Don't know how we're going to split that.
Well, pretty much Pistol Lover 997 gets that.
Gets the nod.
Gets the gong there.
Gets pretty much in front. If it's a tie at the end of the year for first for the jersey, and that's exact same, Pistol Lover 997 wins it.
Oh, 100%.
Just letting you know now. So if you want to change your name to Dick Riding Pistol or something like that, that's how you win the jersey.
Change your name to Dick Riding Pistol.
But there's no...
There's going to be 6 of them next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Pistol Lover 997 is the AG, so if he wins the comp...
Or she.
Or she, absolutely. Either or. I always say, I'm sorry. It's
Or they.
whoever Pistol Lover 997
It.
is that wins the comp on the same margin as second place or equal first place, Pistol Lover, you actually win the jersey.
I'm in 53rd spot on 32 points, along with Ma'am Cunster.
That's a good one.
Thanks for that.
Ma'am Cunster.
Yeah.
Ma'am
in
Cunster.
Hang on. Can Ma'am Cunster privately DM us. I want to know who this person.
Yeah, we can look them up. That's not a problem. In 92nd spot is Morgan TSV, 27 points.
Cheater.
Well, don't say it's a comeback. I'm working on it.
Now, there's 107 odd people in the tipping comp. In 102nd spot, there's 4 or 5 people who aren't tipping, clearly. That's Pistol Blazing, 2 guns
Pew, pew, pew.
on 23 points. You got 5.
Mate, you're shooting blanks.
You had 5 in the first week.
I was sitting on top 20. I think I was 19 after week 1.
You've then gone 2, 4, 4, 2, 4, 2.
Yeah, look,
So it's 2 again this week.
I'm
Maybe 4.
basically
Evens.
trying to win the game in the 2020 match, and I'm just running twos to get back on strike, and I'm hitting boundaries.
You're in with the tail end Charlie, just trying to.
I've got to farm the strike here and just make even numbers.
Hey,
Here's an even number for you. 8. I'll get 8 this week.
If you're a Patreon subscriber, you get a second competition, an exclusive one for Patreon subscribers and the guys in the room here. Village Missing and Idiots winning that one on 38 points. Top of the pod is no longer top of the pod. Are you, Hendo?
Is Hendo no longer there?
No, that's
Change your name.
He's in second
No
spot.
longer anymore. Look at me. I've got a beard. Fuck off.
Chris Reed, Magic Mike, Trax, OTO, or Professor X as we're calling him. The Barking Frog is in 6th spot on that one.
Frog's there.
He is there.
Fuck him.
Get No, thanks.
He's in 6.
He is.
Does he use jokers?
He has used one joke.
Yeah, that's why he's in 6, cheater.
Get your tips out. Myself I'm in 8th spot. Rion, J Birdman, AU, Algon, Troppo, Camo 99, Grizzly 87, Swiss Cowboy. The cat climb begins. Morgan TSV in 16th.
We're coming.
One Dud Spud in 17th. And Pistol Blazing, pew pew, 2 guns.
Pew, pew, pew.
Sitting on 23 points in
watch
18th
this.
spot.
After this round of Pistol Blazing Bazooka Cannon.
Yeah, totally.
Now, just hang on that Patreon one. Just want to cut in there. You get a signed jersey for winning the main comp, but
Yes.
you also get a signed one for winning the Patreon one as well.
You do.
Well, hopefully you get it. You get a jersey of some description.
You get a jersey, whether we get it signed by now. We say that every year, and it happens.
It happens.
happens.
Sign up to Patreon, get a free drink at Molly's, but also enter the Patreon tipping, and you've got a chance for a good signed prize there.
As we move on to round 8, it starts, as we record right now, it starts in 21 hours. It's a quarter to midnight.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to be recording this as a kickoff.
We
I
smashed
can't
this
see
one.
edits happening here. This is just going raw.
There ain't no edits in this one. On Thursday, the 20th of April, which is like in less than 24 hours, significantly less, at a core stadium, the Rabbits are $2.60. The Panthers are $1.50. And let's go the same as we did last time. Morgs.
I will go the Panthers for this one.
Oh, you were. You were sitting there.
That's right. I'm going anyway. We're rolling it. No edits. I'm going Penrith. 8 points by the margin. I reckon they will easily cover it off. It'll be close at the half, but then Panthers will run away with it.
I'm going Panthers by 4.
I'm going Rabbits by 1. But
1?
Yeah, by 1. But I'm not upset if either team sees a 90-minute draw, and I'm not disrespectful. I don't want to see anyone really get injured. You never want to see that. But with Origin looming, if Cleary gets a 10-week leg injury, I'm not adverse to that either.
No. I don't care what happens to Cleary. Luai.
Yeah. And again, we're not there. Don't hate us. We're not spooking voodoo hate on players. That's just jokes.
Yeah, but, whatever happens.
Sure.
Any clutch field goals in this one? 3 or 4? If I hear clutch Cleary again.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one, right?
Yep.
Penrith are up 18 to 12.
All right.
2 to go. 2 to go. Cody somehow sneaks through. No, Cook sneaks through.
Oh, Jesus.
Passes it to Cleary,
Yep.
who then finds Arrow backing up on the inside, scores under the post. Big prop front rower Pig obviously converts, and it's an 89th minute. 39-metre field goal from Trell.
Done. Friday, the 21st of April, 8 p.m, TIO Stadium. This one's in Darwin. The Eels, $2.25. Broncos, $1.64. It's going to be warm. Turn up the heaters.
I reckon the Bronx will handle this one.
Fucking course you would say that.
The Queenslanders, they're used to the heat.
They're not
I
Queenslanders.
reckon they'll be able to cover it.
They live in Queensland, but Broncos aren't Queensland.
I'm going the Eels here. I think the Eels, they've played there before. They know what they're walking into. The Broncos have no idea. It's their longest trip.
Actually, Broncos, where have they played? They've played in Auckland, haven't they? They've gone to New Zealand.
Yep.
Oh,
Auckland's closer than Darwin.
Yeah.
Auckland is closer than Darwin?
It is.
It is.
By about 800 Ks.
Yep.
So Broncos...
Don't ask me how I know
Yeah,
that.
so Broncos haven't gone to Darwin. It's further to Darwin than Auckland.
Yes.
Yep.
Fucking these bastards don't know how to travel.
They have played in Perth.
Oh, yeah, but on a tailwind. See, when you play in Perth,
Yeah.
when you land, you've gained 2 hours.
This is true.
So,
There's no jet lag.
look, it's probably what?
It's like reverse jet lag.
Probably 3.5, 4,000 Ks to...
Oh,
Please tell me that's still recording.
no.
Yeah.
We got to back up.
It's about 3.5 to 4,000 Ks to Perth.
That goes again. I'm launching myself across the table.
And the bladder went through.
So, but you get the tailwind. So when you land in Perth, you've really only been flying for 2 hours. So
you're
Broncos have never travelled far. They don't know what
So you're tipping Eels.
Darwin heat is. Yeah, I'm going slipperies. Give me slipperies every day of the week.
Saturday the 22nd at 5:30 at Accor. Again, the Bulldogs $4.75. Sharks $1.18. Morgs is tipping the Bulldogs.
Never tip the Dogs, Sharks all the way. Go over Sharkies.
Going the Sharks as well.
Yeah, I'm going the OG Finns.
3 Sharks. Look out. 7:35 p.m. at QCB Stadium. The Cowboys $1.73. The Knights $2.10. Clearly a different bookie because the odds are slightly different than what I said before.
Classic.
Morgs.
Classic dates and time.
I'm more interested right now in what you're going to be tipping. But for me,
Why?
I'm going the boys. I'm going North Queensland Cowboys to win.
Yeah. No, you're right. It is. It is good to wonder what I'm going to tip.
Yeah, you're a bit rogue.
Has he not put it in
Sometimes
yet?
be rogue.
It's very dubious at this point.
Don't be looking at my screen. Stop copying my tips.
I can see it all over here this time.
I know it's good.
He's
It's
one of
good.
the biggest dogs of dogs.
I'm tipping the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'll go.
I think we're
Cowboys
gonna
is-
do it. Yep.
Was it the Believe Belong speech I said half hour ago?
No, it's because Ponga's playing 5-8.
Well,
You going the Cowboys or Knights?
I'm torn.
I'm sure you are.
I'm not. I'm definitely blue and grey till I die.
Sunday the 23rd at 2 p.m. at Suncorp. It's the Broncos. Oh, no, it's not. It's the Dolphins at $1.73 playing the Titans in the other derby at $2.10.
Where's the camera? Fins up, baby. Fins up.
So many derbies. Oh, look, I'm Finns as
I'm
well.
there.
Fins up.
Fins up.
Fins.
I'm gonna go.
Kafusi's back, the wrecking ball.
Yeah, I'm going to go and watch the Dolphins game later in the year.
Yeah, when?
I'm going to get me one of them. Just after Origin, 23rd, I think it is. They're actually playing up at Redcliffe.
Oh, they're playing it. Morton Daly.
It might be Sunny Coast.
Yeah, right.
I'm not too sure on that one, but they're playing, I think, the Rabbits, and then the Broncos are playing the Titans the next day at Suncorp, so I'm going to try and make both of those.
If there's a chance of NRL schedulers listening in or people that know someone, I think 18th of May this year, I think that's a Thursday night. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it's Thursday night. But you've got Broncos versus Penrith, and then on Saturday you've got Redcliffe versus Storm.
Yep.
Is there a chance that we can just get... You've got Magic Round being so successful, so say a mid-June clash, let the Magic Round dust settle, and can we get a Cowboys versus Storm 3 p.m. game at Suncorp into a Dolphins-Titans game at 5:30, into a Broncos play whoever the premiers are, if it's Penrith or if it's someone else?
I can't hold it any longer.
What do you think, Morgs? Is there a chance? Is there a world that we can get the premiers play? Look, I'd rather it be the Cowboys, but if Cowboys are premiers,
Even better.
even greater. So let's say Cowboys are premiers this year. Next year, can we get Cowboys versus Storm?
Yeah.
7:30 Saturday night at Suncorp.
Sounds good.
Mid-June.
Yep.
5:30 game will go Dolphins versus Titans, or Dolphins Bronx,
That'd be big crowd.
or Titans Bronx, whatever.
Yep.
And then 3 p.m. game will go the other one. Like, let's just say it's Broncos Dolphins 5:30.
Yeah. Go with flip.
We'll go Cowboys versus whoever, say Penrith 7:30, and we'll put Storm in because they're like a honorary Queensland team. 3 p.m. against Titans.
I like the sound of it. So it's a Queensland Magic Round.
It's basically a Queensland Magic Round.
Yep.
With one of the leading New South Wales sides on, or even
I like the
Canberra,
sound.
even Canberra, or Warriors.
Warriors would be okay, but no,
Warriors
I like,
pack a crowd at Suncorp.
Oh, especially. No, I like the Storm though, because that is like what everyone in
Yeah.
Queensland goes for when they need to.
Yep. So you've got Storm, Dolphins, Titans, Broncos, Cowboys,
Yep.
and then you need one more. Well, Cowboys will be premiers this year, but if they're not, whoever the premiers are next year,
Bring them in.
make them the 7:30 game against the Queensland
So
club.
we're basically doing our own comp here.
Yeah, basically. But wouldn't that be?
It's QRL.
Wouldn't that bring the fans in?
I think so. I reckon it'd be a great idea.
Like, I know that they're going to go, oh, yeah, but we get all this fucking money in
Well, they can
attendance.
play their little Sydney
in-
little derbies
Yeah.
and derbies and stuff.
Well, but we get more money in attendance from other people coming in on the different days. If you just made a Super Saturday
Yep.
of
It's what everyone wants to see.
of the 4 Queensland teams plus Storm and the Premiers.
And make a thing of it. Big presentation at the end of the night of all the trophies and all the
After
stuff.
each game, there's
Yep.
it's TV stuff, but you've got
Yep.
a 10-minute break between each game.
Yep.
Or 20, whatever. You've got a presentation out there, righto. You guys bugger off, go get on the cans, whatever you got to do. And then next game starts. Wouldn't that be magical? Other than being Magic Round?
It makes sense. Speaking of Magic Round, are we going to Fins up for the Fins game?
Well, yeah, they play on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And so I've ordered us some shirts.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
hoping
this is exciting.
I hope they arrive in time.
I hope so.
Now, the shirts are red.
I've been training
Right.
up for this.
Yeah, the shirts are red.
Yeah.
And across the front, it's a yellow written word. Guess what the word is?
I could never imagine of you, Pete.
Is it charcuterie?
No, it is
Consistency.
Hulkamania.
Oh, God.
Hulkamania.
So we're going red and yellow.
Yep.
I've got us some red bandanas and some blonde bleach
Need some
moustaches.
yellow sunnies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yellow sunnies you got to
Maybe
buy.
some tan.
Look, tan couldn't hurt, but hey,
We'll hit the Gold Coast before the game.
maybe some anabolic steroids as
Yeah.
well. That
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
hurt.
That would definitely
But
help me.
probably I'm not going to do that. So yeah,
Probably.
we're going Fins on day 2 with
Yep.
Hulkamania.
I'm down. Yep.
That's if the shirts arrive in time.
They will.
So ranchers, if you see us down there, we'll be
Come say hi.
Come say hi. We'll be in full Hulkamania.
Hulkamania.
What you gonna do, brother?
Fins up.
Yeah, fins up, Hulk.
Bring it.
We're the
Alright.
Fin Hulks.
I think we're on to
We're on to the Manly game, I
on
believe.
to Manly Tigers, 4:05 at Campbelltown Stadium. I should say Tigers Manly because Tigers are at home. I don't think it matters. $3.40. The Tigers $1.32 for Manly. How you going, Morgs?
I'm pretty comfortable in going Manly for this one.
Same. Manly.
I'm look and
You haven't. You've tipped
yeah.
Manly.
No, I haven't.
No, he
I
has
haven't.
not.
No, I know. I'm just.
No, I
What are you doing?
Captain Smith sits in his wheelhouse as the Titanic sinks. I got no tides to Tigers, but I just don't like Manly. And so, it's got to happen. It's
It will.
got to happen.
It will eventually.
Benji might even be captain, coach, player this week.
I don't think he's going to have to pull on the boots. Yeah.
He might be. Give me Tigers as the Titanic is about to bobble.
Rob,
Yeah.
Pete is on the Titanic and lifeboats are just rowing past him with
I know, it's
lots of room.
Kind of weird.
And he goes, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's because all the crew won't load me in.
I'm good, mate.
Hey.
He's 100% that dog in the burning room. This is fine.
Yeah, this is fun. This is fun. It's okay. I'll win.
These lifeboats were tested in Belfast under the weight of 70 men. Load these things.
Load these things up.
Pete's just sitting on a dory out in the freezing. And
I'll be right.
Should be right.
Nah, Tigers will get
Someone will come and get me.
All good.
Yeah, no.
I'm fine. Tuesday the 25th. Tuesday. It's Anzac Day.
Oh, hey,
Funny that.
we just hit midnight.
Oh, shit, we did. Hey. 000.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun day tomorrow.
Who else is getting up at 5 a.m.? 4:05 p.m. at Allianz at Trellianz.
No.
No. The Roosters are $1.25. The Dragons are $4.00. Morgs.
I will go Roosters. Not a huge amount of faith, but definitely Roosters for me.
Definitely Roosters.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely Pete.
Living off past
Definitely.
glory.
The Dragons have a good record against the Roosters on Anzac Day.
My word, they do.
I'm still sticking strong.
I think they've got one up on them. If history serves correctly over time, but I'm going the Roosters this time around. They're a bottom four side, but I think they're going to get up over the Drags.
I don't think they are, to be honest.
It'll be the Victor. Oh, you know what's going to happen?
Sam Walker.
Victor Radley's going to get sent off in the first. Is there a market on that?
Oh, surely.
Victor Radley getting sent off?
I'm going to say 2 sin bins.
2?
2.
What, for Victor?
Yeah. He's going to go
Isn't that gone?
He's going to go in the 22nd.
Yeah.
And then go in the 67th.
Isn't that basically red card?
You're
No,
right,
because
son.
he'll come back for 3 and then probably go again.
Totally. That 100% should be. There is no novelty bet for that. That's sad.
No.
Other markets, wait.
That's when you get red carded. You get binned. And when you come back on, just start ripping the ref about going off the first time.
Top idea.
I'm going to go the iconic red V. I just look on paper and everything. Roosters just look good, but geez, they're just shit. I don't like them. Stuff them.
That's fair. 7 p.m. at Amy Park. WMI. Wouldn't be without it. No. That's RACQ.
No, that's RACQ.
Same.
Amy's still getting around.
Amy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Amy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, FAI is the one.
I think they're long gone.
Yeah,
and not GIO, because they're at the suburb of Bruce.
FAI was security.
SGIO. Remember, it was...
Yeah, it's a WA thing. They still have it in WA.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay. there you
Sponsors
go.
the Eagles.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do.
SGIO. Yeah.
It's still SGIO, because I thought for a while there it wasn't. Anyway, they come back. Whatever.
But AAPT Smart Chat's definitely
They're
gone.
gone.
Definitely
They're no longer.
As is OneTel.
How about
Right.
we name the ones that are still around?
Vodafone's not.
All right, let's just move forward.
7 p.m. at Amy Park on Tuesday night. We could be recording by then. Who knows? Storm, probably not. Are $1.23. The Warriors, straight from Ericsson Park over to Amy Park at $4.15.
I can't trust the Storm. Week in, week out, they diddle me. So I'm
Diddle you.
I'm throwing my weight behind
Jesus.
the Warriors for the Anzac
You're
clash.
Warriors.
We're going New Zealand.
Do they fly in, come around to your place and give you a little diddle?
They do. They diddle me every week. Every single week I pick them.
A
They
Storm
proper
player
screw me.
turns up at the door.
Yep.
I'm here for your diddling.
It used to be Hectic Cheese, but he's gone now, so
Hey,
just not the same.
Morgan.
Hey, Morgs.
now it's just
It's
Bellamy.
Nick Meaney here.
Just Bellamy after a
We're
couple
going to
drinks.
stuff ya.
You sound like Buzz Rothfield. All right, I'm going Storm.
You would too. Nah, Warriors.
Okay.
They beat their 23 premiers last week, so and they've done it early in the year. So
Right.
anyone that beats the 23 premiers twice in the first 7 weeks, well, you know they're packing a punch, and yeah, Warriors.
Very true. All right, well, that seems to be the tips for round 8 again. And let's hope. Let's hope. Fingers are crossed.
All right, we're back again. We're all here.
Back again.
Thanks to Fusion Networks for all your data, internet providing needs. Say it every week, but if you've got glitches with your switches, if you need web pages, if you need servers, if you need anything computer IT related, hit up my main man Morgie here and he will sort you out. If you don't have his number, DM us and we'll put you in touch. This week on another episode of Pistols Multi,
The winning week.
we've gone a little...
Nuts.
Some would say cray. I would say
Little cry.
calculated punting.
There's some cry.
So we go on to the AFL. A little same game multi. Brisbane Lions to win at the line, minus 20.5 start. They'll beat GWS by 30 plus easy. Joe Danaher, Charlie Cameron, Eric Hipwood all kick a goal each. We then also go Gold Coast Suns to beat the North Melbourne Kangaroos at the line, minus 22.5 start. 23 plus points, that's all they have to win by. We then rock and roll that into a Cowboys versus Knights, little 3-leg same game. Cowboys at the line with a minus 2.5, just win by 3 or more. Into Muzz to Lung. And although it's going to be Anzac Day round, it's also Valentine's Day with an anytime try on offer. Into the Ultimate Warriors to beat the Storm at the line with a plus 12.5 start. Now, that is paying $65.42 to 1. Multiply that by 10 gives you $654.22. Double that because we're making it a 20.
I was going to say.
As Morgan from Fusion Networks always puts on. Give us our ultimate cash prize there, Morgie.
1,294 Australian dollars.
Now,
Oh, I'm glad you clarified.
wouldn't you just line up now, put it on, set and forget, because this mother is coming home to roost.
Yes, it is. That's Pistols Multi. All thanks to Fusion Networks for your glitches in your switches and your IT needs and servers in your house.
Whatever you need
know if you
fixed,
put
we'll take care of it for you.
You come across many people with servers in their house, like full-on rack mount. I know some would.
It has happened once before that I can think of, and I was pretty surprised to see it. I was a bit shocked. I was like, oh, okay, it's not just me.
You don't have a full-on rack mount server.
No, you don't have a server. You just got a
cabinet,
big
though.
C-bus thing.
Yeah, I've got gigabit switch and 224 port patch panels.
Yeah, but there's no
In a data
server.
rack.
Servers.
Yeah,
Oh, what's a switch then?
It's a
It's
switch.
a switch.
Switch is a switch.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't have server. No, I don't have a domestic server. No.
I do.
I actually don't.
I've got a 12RU data cabinet, though. That's impressive.
It is.
Its size doesn't matter. 19-inch wide.
Size does not matter.
19-inch wide,
Bit of
yeah.
extra girth.
Yes,
That's a
19
goodie.
inch wide.
That's how you know it's a goodie. Yeah.
Because they're custom.
Right. The On the Ranch Volume 2 mixtape is on all great audio services. I believe it's Spotify, the ones I do.
Apple.
Apple? Is it on iTunes?
Oh, no.
Who's doing the iTunes one?
No, it's not on iTunes. Oh, unless if Morgie is, because he's the only one with an Apple fag
No,
phone.
but I can do it.
I thought you started it.
I was doing Spotify.
Are you
I was
Spotify?
doing Spotify.
No, I was doing Spotify last year.
Oh, yeah, I've taken
Yeah, you've taken over Spotify. So
'Cause
maybe I should do Apple.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
you
sense.
Since I'm the only one of a proper working phone in this joint.
Here we go.
That's a
It's
lot.
on YouTube. It's on
YouTube, Amazon Music,
On the
Spotify.
Ranch Awesome Mixtape Volume 2.
Awesome mixtape. Or
Tidal.
just Volume 2 mixtape.
Oh, Volume 2 mixtape.
There might be an
ABC
Awesome
iView.
in there. ABC iView.
ABC iView.
The only thing
Listener.
I use that for is
It's
Bluey.
not on Listener.
Not on Listener.
It's not on Listener.
Probably not on Listener.
Probably not.
We need some handover of cash if we're getting it on Listener.
Yeah, we're not doing it on Listener.
Yeah, we're not doing that. All right, Pistol, who you got?
I've got a little bit of a theme here. So we've got Anzac round on, and the Diggers in the trench never gave up. And the Cowboys, although we're only 2 from 5, we're not giving up either. So I've got White Flag by Bishop Briggs.
Yeah, right. Okay. I have no idea what that song is.
I can play a little bit for you if you
Can
want.
you?
I could.
You reckon you could bring it up off the cuff, never been asked before?
Maybe.
Might have to search for it.
Yeah, if I've got Spotify right there.
He does.
With all my friends of Spotify, yeah, I could, yeah.
Strangely.
Sounds like Pink.
I wouldn't even give it that much credit.
Never heard that song in my life before.
Me either.
No.
Got no idea. But, we
Good
will now
song.
because it's on the mixtape.
Good song.
I'm going to go some Red Hot Chili Peppers, bit of Parallel Universe. Yeah,
Good listening.
bringing it back to something that people will recognise.
Yeah, well, sometimes people know what they've always heard, so they want a little bit of left wing. And I'm not just a country music trick pony.
Morgs.
I'm going to listen to a little Bishop Briggs on the way home, and we'll see how we go. I am going to go something a little different. I'm steering into Pistol Pete's territory here. I'm going to go a little country. I'm going Morgan Wallen. I'm going Wasted on You.
Morgan's picking Morgan.
Morgan's picking Morgan. I'm not going Morgan Evans, who was the easy choice. I'm going Morgan Wallen.
Funny story.
Yeah.
Now, this happened nearly 4 hours ago now. But while we were waiting for you to get here.
Feels like yesterday.
It does. It literally was. While we were waiting for you to get here.
Yeah.
Originally, Pistol had a Morgan Wallen song lined up. And I thought, well, this will be funny. I'm going to pick another Morgan.
Morgan Evans.
And I landed on Morgan Evans. And I nearly picked one of his songs.
That's good. What happened? Why am I the only one who ended up with a Morgan song?
I don't know. I think we just changed.
Changed.
I think you
Nice.
walked in like as it was happening. It's like, well, it's not going to be funny.
Can't do
Quick,
that.
we can't.
I ruined it.
Yeah, you did.
Well,
Maybe next week we'll get a Morgan.
we'll go next week.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll get around it. Morgan Wallen, Wasted on You. It's a good country ballad.
Great. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
No,
It's a great song, man. It's
Okay.
a great track.
On your way home, you listen to my song. On my way home, I'll listen to Pete's song. How's that?
And while
that works well because I'm about 30 seconds that way.
Yeah, you have it easier than
Yeah,
me.
but slow drive it.
Slow drive it?
Yeah, slow roll.
Slow drive
It's going to
it.
look creepy.
Yeah, just look like you're scoping something. There's been no car crime in Townsville at all.
No one will look at that
And I mean
weird.
an unmarked white van.
Yeah,
Literally, the sussest thing in the world.
just nothing to worry about.
Actually, I'll go that way and go past the school.
I'll tell you a trick here.
yeah, do
Top
that.
idea.
Yeah,
Because
great
it's pretty
idea.
late. It is after midnight. You don't want to wake the neighbours, so just go without the lights. Right?
Without the lights.
Yeah, you don't want to wake any
You don't
neighbours.
True.
want, yeah.
So just go slow, headlights off,
I
and
don't
right
want to
there.
freak anybody out.
Yeah.
That'll be right.
Oh, top idea, yeah. And
Before we start this,
it was
before we
the wrong button anyway, so
Yeah,
that's good.
before we wind her up, I just want to give a big shout out for Anzac round this weekend. I really do. It's a massive thing that holds heart and true to me. Anzac Day is on the 25th of April,
Is
as
it?
it always is.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? It's not just another public holiday, guys. It really isn't. It's not about going out on the 24th and being blind rotten and being hungover half the day. It's not about spending the day doing all your other shit. Just without these guys making sacrifices back so many years ago, 1915, 1939, into 45, all that. Without what they did, we don't get to do what we do now. And if you might say, oh yeah, but war's shit, war's this and that. Without what happened back then, you don't get to protest now about your soy lattes or your rainbows or whatever it is that's got to be in your bonnet. You don't get to do that today with what happened back then. So unlike other public holidays that get given to us throughout the year, whether it's Queen's birthday or King's birthday, we're not British monarchs, but, we'll take the day. Good Fridays, Christmases, they're good family times and all that sort of stuff. Religiously, I'm not there. But come on. You live in this country, pay your respects, do something on Anzac Day, whether it's a dawn service, whether it's going to watch a march or parade or doing a light up the dawn out the front, going to the gunfire brekkie, do something, honour the past and present, because without those guys, we don't get to live freely today. So
100%. And the Strand Parade is actually mint.
It's really it's a good affair. Like it is lest we forget, because if you forget, it just goes, you know.
Yeah.
And so we need everyone out there honor what happened before, because without that, you don't get to do today.
Beautiful.
And I just want to get that off my chest before we sign off for the night.
No, 100%. I like it. Well, Hendo sent us a message. He said he's going to be playing in the Anzac Day Memorial Game, which is on this Sunday out at Jack Mansky Oval. It's on just before the Blackhawks, and the under-18 Blackhawks are in their grand final against Redcliffe as well. So hopefully one Townsville team will bring home some silverware this year, quote unquote, from Hendo there. So yeah, get on over to Jack Mansky Oval. Couldn't tell you the time, got no idea, but I'm sure it'll be on probably, I don't know if
on the pro side, it's about a 1 or 2 p.m. kickoff. He'll be
Actually,
playing
I
in
think-
the Masters leading up.
I think he did say last week it's about a 1 o'clock game or something like that. So it's
Yeah.
right in the middle of the day. I'm sure.
Won't be hot.
Surely
We're in a cold snap.
Might be a bit damp actually.
Could be.
Could be. Well, if you're looking for us, you can find that guy, Morgan Holmes Evans, at Morgan Holmes Evans.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to miss.
Yeah, hard to miss.
Yep.
You can find that guy at the On The Spot Facebook page.
We'll be down the Burdekin this week. We've got Canefield Ashes with Victoria's Secret.
Oh, Victoria.
Leading the way is Captain Rod.
That's the team name.
That's the team name.
clear.
Yeah,
You're
Captain. Sorry.
You don't just wear lingerie on the field.
No, we don't. No, that's the team name. Victorious,
Oh,
not
right.
Victorias.
That's not how I heard.
Captain Rod Norman, he's leading the ship with Captain Andy Cook, he's his deputy. So
Beautiful.
hopefully we can win a few and bring home a little trophy.
Go Victoria's
Not
Secret.
likely.
Sorry, Victorious. You can find me at XRBob on Twitter, and you can find us at On The Ranch NQ on Instagram and Facebook and wherever that comes up. Just Google it. You'll find us. We're there. On The Ranch NQ. Like, share, subscribe, all the above. And also Patreon, On The Ranch NQ. Up the boys. Go the boys.
Go the Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.
Need your carpets or upholstery cleaned? Fast? Whether it's a spring clean, bond clean, or just wear and tear from the pets and kids, Be Clean NQ is your premier quality carpet, upholstery, rug and mattress cleaning service. They'll go above and beyond to guarantee the best job at the best price. And they're 100% locally owned and operated. Have a chat to the busy bees at Be Clean NQ today. Go to beeclean.com.au because they're not happy until you are.